Hello and welcome to Butts to Nuts, a movie review podcast hosted by me, Ben Charlesworth, and my brother Scott Charlesworth.
Yeah.
Scott.
Wow. We've come to it, haven't we? We've done it. We've hit the last potty before the big one of this year, haven't we?
Oh, true. This is our last movie.
The last movie for the year.
Wow, what a big event we watched.
I know. Making history we are, really, aren't we?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like this piece of tape I'm holding right now. It's keeping things together.
And like this tube of glue I'm holding right now.
Yes.
It's keeping this together.
Family.
And like this sewing machine
that you're using to sew that shirt right now.
Why it's keeping this together. And like a spine on a book. It keeps the pages together. Wow.
Round of applause for that one, mate.
Thank you. I've got one more.
Okay, hit me with it.
And like the Sullys, they're together. Whenever they're together, they're strong. Family and shit. Sweaty hands.
You know what? They should start an Avatar sitcom called The Sullys. And it's just got like Chandler from Friends in it. And then it's got Jerry Seinfeld in it.
It's got Matthew Perry, and he starts selling his autobiography.
He's like, hey,
I'm an alcoholic and I'm sad or something. Everyone's like, oh shit, he's not happy in real life.
What? He's all sad. He's all a sad boy.
Happy. Alcohol and shit.
Now, let's talk about the movie we did watch. The title of the movie. What was it?
Avatar 2. Here we go again.
What was the other bit of the title?
Shit. We're water, and it's wet, man.
Avatar, we're water, it's wet, man.
Shit. James Cameron, back at it again with the water. James Cameron, back at it again with the water movie.
Oh, man.
First Titanic, now this.
Yeah, literally.
He's the most moist director in the entire West.
He's a bit of a
Western
wet director,
maybe
isn't he?
An Eastern wet director. That's James Cameron.
James Cameron. Now, I'm going to put a little synopsis on for you right now. I'm going to get you all quivery.
Written, directed, and produced by James Cameron.
Jake Sully and Natiri.
What's this for?
This is for Avatar, The Way of Water.
Yeah. Nice.
That we saw in cinemas today. Opening day.
Release day. We didn't see advanced screenings.
Well, yeah, that's
too
true.
Expensive.
Yeah, fuck that, man. It was like $19 a ticket anyways.
Yeah, which is just dumb.
That's insane.
Which I told you not to pay for a ticket.
We should have just walked in.
We could have walked in, but you were like,
I just didn't want to risk it.
We can't risk it. Yeah. I guess with Avatar it's different, but
I was expecting a really massive turnout for this today, but it wasn't that big. No. It was like 10 people in the cinema. I was like, oh shit.
That was a few. It was maybe like a third.
Not really.
Full. A third full.
No, not even. It was like 1/16 full. The cinema.
Yeah.
There was barely anyone in there. All right, I'm going to hit you with a little synopsis.
It's not good for opening day.
It isn't. Jake Sully and Natiri have formed a family. And
formed because it's 4 kids.
And are doing everything to stay together. However, they must leave their home and explore the regions of Pandora. When an ancient threat resurfaces, Jake must fight a difficult war against the humans.
It's weird, right? Because online, there's like this weird duality of people who think this is the best movie ever, like Avatar, and then other people are like, oh, like Marvel fans aren't going to be happy that like this is a good movie and shit. And then
really?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Are people saying that?
And some people are like, nah, this is just absolute dog shit. But they haven't seen it yet, and they're like, oh, it's just going to be shit. Why would you see it? You're just adding to like the records and shit. You don't actually like it.
Yeah, people just putting this movie down online for no reason is pretty. It's rough, man. It's like you can't judge it before you've actually seen it.
Yeah,
you can obviously you can have your opinions, but you're not going to have a clear judgment until you've actually experienced the movie, which we have, and we can say overall it didn't live up to the first one. I would say. That's my opinion.
I reckon it's just like on par.
It's
with
on
what
par.
I gave it
Yeah.
sort of area.
I mean, I've seen a lot of reactions online already, and people are saying, "Oh man, it's amazing! It's so good!" Like you said, like some real diehards out there that are loving this. But I think it was like, yeah, it was pretty much the same movie as the first one, I guess.
Just water.
In a lot of aspects.
A lot of aspects, which we'll get into. I don't understand, though. What pisses me off is people immediately hating on a movie when they haven't even seen it.
It's not fair. It's really not fair.
I don't know if you can just say Marvel fans, because if it is Marvel fans, then it's weird, because it's the same.
Puts a bit of a bad name.
Kind of like
Marvel
the same.
fans.
Please.
I mean, they already have a bad
for
name.
Marvel fans. Hear this lad talking right now.
The stands.
Oh,
No, I'm not in support of that. I'm not a hardcore Marvel fan anymore. Used to be. But
back in phase 3 and 2 and 1.
yeah, you know how it is. And you said, I didn't realise it was the same property. Like, it was Disney.
But yeah, because Disney owns Fox.
Yeah, which does make sense, yes.
Yeah. Remember we watched Avatar 1 on Disney Plus?
Oh, we did too. Right, it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't agree with people just like hating on a movie before seeing it, thinking, oh, the only reason this is out is to get another world record with the box office and shit. It's like, I think he was planning this back in 2009.
Yeah. For reasons I don't know personally, but yeah, obviously he wanted to put this movie out a lot earlier, I would say.
Well, the reason is because they struggled with all the CGI of the water and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were like, hang on, let's just build and make this the hardest movie to make, right?
Yeah.
For themselves. So they developed all this new technology just for this movie. This is what James Cameron says. I don't know how true it is.
James Cameron, whatever he says is true.
It's whatever, yeah, exactly.
Man, he has a very strong online persona. Like, he loves to state his opinion and toot smoke up his own ass. That's for sure.
Yeah, and he's like, we developed all this new technology.
Bro, we're the best. We're the best in the biz, man.
So apparently they pioneered all this shit.
Yep.
And
well, they
it
did
took
for the first one.
So long to come up with it. They said, if we do all the hard work for this film, then all the other films we can just keep releasing in 2-year time slots.
That's
because
good.
It's like, we've done all the hard work for this one, then the other ones will just follow quickly.
That's fair enough, I guess.
Don't know after seeing this, though, how much further you can take this story.
Yeah.
Another 3 movies. That's a lot. And they're all going to be they're going to keep getting longer. Last one's going to be 4 hours.
This is my last point that I wrote, but I'm going to say it now.
Good.
I don't think we will get 5 movies. I think we're going to get 3, and this is not going to beat its box office. It's not going to beat its budget, basically.
But they're already filming them.
I know.
They're filming them back to back.
Yeah, but they
have to
basically
come out.
Well, they filmed like shoots for 4, but they kind of finished 3, I think. Yeah, they finished filming 3, but because that's what they said. That's what I read online, that
from Kames
Jamron, that if the second one doesn't do as well or beat something, we'll only get 3 or something. If it doesn't live up to the expectations that he's wanting it to do.
Because movies these days, if they don't make at least $1 billion profit,
then they
can
just can it.
Yeah, just fuck off.
Just fucking.
If you don't make $7 trillion profit,
you failed in life.
Because I wonder what
it used to be so different, didn't they? Like, the budgets for films were
so much lower.
Yeah. I mean, I guess with all this new technology and stuff.
Goddamn economy!
The goddamn economics.
I blame all the lettuce that they had at the catering companies.
And they're so expensive.
Yeah, I don't know if that's overseas problem, but it was definitely a problem here.
It was definitely a problem due to the floods.
And I don't know where they shot this. Oh, wait, no, it's all CGI.
Yeah, it is.
just shoot
Although
in-
there was a bit of practical stuff with the swimming and stuff that the actors and actresses had to do.
Well, they do it
because
all,
they had
but,
like CGI characters in real water, and then they also had CGI water mixed in. Like it was like a mixture of both. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw like footage for like the like some of the shoots and stuff like that, I was like, oh man, that's like a really smart way to do it. Mix a bit of practical in there and things like that. Sorry,
What?
I thought I heard something.
No.
I thought I heard like a mower start
Well,
up. Or
overall, what did you think of the look of this movie?
I thought it was visually spectacular. My God, some of the scenes of like I explained this to you in the car park. Some of the dark lit scenes of Neytiri and Jake, they look so beautiful. Man.
Yeah, their little head,
the paws,
their
and
little bioluminescent dots look a lot better now.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Oh, and like I don't know, just like the overall like physics on how they move is a lot smoother now as well, and just the way their hair flops.
Yeah,
and
their hair looks a lot better now. Actually,
their mouths, the way that their mouths move, and their micro expressions in their face is so real. Incredible.
Yeah, I don't know if there was probably the only scene I would say that looked shonky is when Spider, which we'll get to.
Yes, we will get to Spider.
And the Colonel as an avatar. They've just got their flying bird dudes.
Yeah.
They've attached their head things, and as they're flying across the Hallelujah Mountains.
Oh, yeah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. As they're flying over there.
You said it right. You said hallelujah.
I know.
Right.
Last episode I couldn't. I've been training for this moment.
Well done. I'm very proud of you.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, it looks green screen is the point.
Yeah, you could see the back of Spider. Like,
And when weird Sigourney Weaver baby was staring at the sand looked a bit fake. That's the only two times out of an entire 3-hour movie of all CGI that I went, that looks a little funny.
That's pretty impressive, though.
And they still didn't look bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they look bad.
You could tell that it wasn't real.
But everything else, I forgot that I was in a cinema.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Immersion is the word, isn't it? And you were also saying that this would be like the movie to watch in IMAX, really.
Well, we watched in Titan
VMAX, Titan Lux, not VMAX.
That is where we went. That's their top cinema.
That's their thing, yeah. I thought, okay, for the cinema experience, did you find it, like, this isn't a critique on the movie, this is a side note. Man, they just crank the volume in that fucking cinema, don't they? I think it's a little bit too crazy sometimes.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not...
It's very loud, but I thought...
Not to get technical, but it just sounds muddy all the time. Yeah.
I think I think the movie, though, as a whole was mixed very well.
Yes, of course it was. It was very balanced itself, but just the cinema sometimes, especially that cinema.
I've just started watching the Batman trilogy of Nolan, like rewatching them.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this sounds just really shit here. So it's nice to have like a good, well, the action scenes.
He's known for that. He's known for mixing the atmos over the top of the speech a lot to make that sort of loud, you're in the city sort of vibe.
But then you can't hear anyone.
That was the main problem with Tenet. I guess
was it?
We'll figure that out when we review that movie too.
Bloody Nolan.
Yeah, it actually
beautiful man, though.
Beautiful man.
Great movies.
Genius, but crazy.
Fucking hell.
But the sound in this movie was spectacular as well, and you can't fault the theme song, can't you? It's just it uplifts you every single time. You feel like you're on an adventure in Pandora. It's so good.
Good music as well, considering that the original composer passed away before we could make this one, and the new guy came in. Don't know either of their names, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
James Horner was the original guy. Rest in peace. New guy, don't know.
Well, that's
Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo, who are you?
He made those crazy tunes.
Oh man, he was DJing all of the Pandoras.
Yeah. Any like wicked Way of Water shots that you want to shout out?
Ooh, yeah.
Whilst we're on this visual side of things.
Well, I thought the explosions were very upped in quality as well. They felt like they had a lot of energy to them. The flame effects were super real.
Oh, they were brilliant.
But a specific shot.
Even when those ships came down, the
That
humans
was
first
crazy, man.
because we saw the forest get burnt last time and wood get.
But we didn't really
destroyed through
see how
fire.
a ship came down to Earth the first time as well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying when the big tree came down in the first movie and we had fire and splinters going everywhere, that looked amazing. But this, you could see it from a distance, but it still looks great. Yeah. So
you know what's funny
slight
about that
improvement.
too? So like that base that we see in the first one, that like sort of like circle area was created by the destruction of the rainforest from that first ship, right? Oh no, because that was the second ship that came in.
wait,
in
what
the
are you
first
saying?
because I'm talking about how when the ships came down, they basically created like a circumference of no trees.
Yeah,
So in the first one, did they create the same destruction?
I think they probably had different ships.
or they had like a landing pad or something to like hold that energy.
No, I reckon my theory is that was specifically designed to just like clear out a whole area. They're like, as we land, we're just gonna get our
We
base
don't give a
immediately.
fuck. Yeah.
I think that's what they would have done.
Because there would be a lot of hatred after the first movie. Well, after those like 11 years. Although
No, it's longer than that.
It's longer?
Because before they had kids as well.
yeah, true. Yeah, there's a lot of time dilation in this movie for sure, and time is completely different on Pandora than it is to Earth.
Yeah.
Not really too sure how old people are and stuff like that.
Because
Yeah,
the older brother can't be 11 who died.
yeah. It's
Spoilers.
oh yeah. Well,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
We spoil every movie. I don't know why I'm saying that.
That's a bit of a
such an
trend around
episode
here.
3 moment. Am I right?
Oh, such an episode 3 moment.
Crazy. You used to say that spoiler alert. I'd be like, this dude.
This dude, come on.
This dude.
All right, I'm just going to get into a pretty big gripe that I have with this movie. And it's a shame that they didn't do this, but I really wanted to see what Earth was like. I said this in the last the last review. Like, how cool would it have been if we saw the state of what humans are fleeing from? Like, they're at the point in this movie, they're not just coming to retrieve minerals now.
No, it's different now.
They're coming to colonize Pandora. Like, they're here to stay, build cities, and live there forever.
Which, 2 problems with that, right?
Hit me.
And there's solutions to both of them, I'm sure.
I like this.
First one is their oxygen thing. I'm guessing what they'd want to do is kill all the Na'vi and then
Replant, I guess.
or change the oxygen somehow to suit humans.
Re-terraform the entire planet. Oh, it is a moon. We have to say moon.
Yeah, it's a moon, eh? That's my second problem, is it's smaller than Earth. So only the rich would have to go.
Well,
so
this
I have
is
a
true.
solution for both.
Mars for the rich, Earth for the poor. If you like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, there's a nice little reference there to that song.
You do actually. When I was trying to test out a piracy thing, don't pirate, but like I was trying to test out a thing, and I was trying to stream it to the TV.
Piracy
I was
is
like,
a crime.
I'll test Avatar on it.
Yeah.
With this website, and it was the extended version with no deleted scenes, and you actually do see a bit of Earth in that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How have I not seen this before?
He's in the city, but you don't see much. It's just like, I don't know, kind
Smoggy.
of Blade Runner-ish, sort of like lots of neon sort of signs.
Oh,
and
okay.
Stuff. It's
So, okay.
cyberpunk-esque.
We have a bit of an idea of what it would be like.
Not really, though. I say that, but you don't really get a sense of how crazy the world is, because it's just a city street.
You know what?
And a pub.
Yeah, and people approach him, right?
Yeah.
I think I've seen this
You've
on
seen,
YouTube.
yeah. It's not that much lore that you're getting, or
Well,
that much insight, I should say, not lore.
Yeah. I guess it does leave a bit of mystery, but I feel like there's a lot of lore that could have been built up and put into this movie instead of the massive amount of filler that they put in the middle. Because there was a lot of filler and a lot of shots that were very similar to the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
we love seeing the beautiful visual shots of swimming underwater, but you can only do it so many times.
That was
And just
a
go,
lot.
wow. Oh, okay, for the 20th time, you're doing the same thing.
I know it looks great, but sometimes this film feels more like a cinematic showcase than a film.
It does, yeah.
And it works when you're in it. What do you think of the length?
The length is way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. There was like moments in it where I'm like, man, okay, you're going down this story path with, let's say, Sigourney Weaver's like clone baby, right?
Yeah, which is weird.
But
she's there. But
they only go down her path for a little bit, and then they focus so much on the son's path and then they neglect like Natiri and stuff like that. Like
they focused on that one middle son so much, but they never focused on the older brother who died.
Or like the whole Wales shit. Yeah. I thought that was like, okay, this is a little bit weird. Like it's kind of left field of what the main story is doing, you know? And then you lose the momentum on where the military guys are at because they're a pretty big part of the story.
Yeah, there was a lot of whale stuff. I didn't mind the whale stuff, but
I thought it was like nice. Like it could have been a cool little thing to add in, but not something that you involve an entire plot line
like
around.
40 minutes at least. Of whale shit.
Pretty intense, man.
Like, there's a lot of whale stuff.
Also, one thing about this movie with the whole sequence of events happening, you had a lot of the same thing happening where the kids would get in trouble and then the parents would come save them. Kids would get in trouble.
Oh, it happened like 5 times
or something. It's like, come on, James. Bro, you are just rewriting the same scene to lengthen out how many visual effects shots you can get in.
That's what it felt like at times, yeah. And it's like, I get it, but Jake and Natiri, like, what are they doing? They're terrible parents. Surely after the first time...
They're like, stay close to me.
Train heist, which they're trying to Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that was fucking sick. Oh, that was a good scene, too.
Awesome scene.
Very good scene.
No shade there by me saying Breaking Bad. It's just but the son's nearly died there. You'd think you'd have a little bit of a tighter leash. It's so weird as well.
Foreshadowing there, though, which is cool.
What?
The son almost dying in that scene.
Yeah, but they almost died like 17 times.
Yeah, true. I guess so. Yeah.
You could say half the fucking movie was foreshadowing.
No, literally.
That was a lot.
There was a lot, and it was just not needed. Okay, so the human squadron. Well, the Avatar squadron.
Yeah, what do you think of the Colonel being back?
I liked it when I found out he was an Avatar. I'm like, man, this is a little twist that has got me by the balls and is twisting them. Like, I'm feeling the testicular torsion, but if pain was reversed to pleasure, that's what I'm feeling. That was a really weird way to describe that.
You know what was worse? Was that I kind of like zooted out for a moment and came back in and I just heard twisted like testicular cancer. I was like, oh.
No, not cancer, testicular torsion.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, I did hear
ball
it wrong.
Twisting.
Nice.
Yeah.
My kind of style.
Well, I thought it was an interesting thing that they got like all these like DNA copies of all these high military people.
I think it worked for this film.
It did work for this film, and maybe they should have gone more into the mental health of the Colonel more, because I feel like he was very toned down in his character this time as well. He wasn't a savage until the end.
Yeah.
Like the end, he was like, yeah, I'm fucking coming back.
Gonna kill your kids and
But
shit.
he was very soft. Like, the second time when he said, this is jumping a little bit back and forth, but on the ship, on the boat, he has Jake and Natiri's kids hostage for the second time. Why wouldn't he just kill them that time? Because Jake failed to present himself alone for the trade sort of deal.
Oh, yeah.
Kids for him.
Yeah.
So, but like, he didn't do that the second time. He ambushed. So it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to kill your kids. That's what the logical thing would be.
Yeah, you would have just killed the kid, and then Jake would have stopped and be like, no, and then you could have killed Jake.
Well, that's how I
would have done it.
It's a bit weird. It's out of character for the Colonel not to do that, because he was so savage in the first one, like fucking neglecting his own crew in like the final battle, right?
Yeah, he did feel a little bit different. That's for sure.
He felt soft.
He looked a little different too.
I mean, he was younger. Like he had a younger face.
He's blue and
And he had that funny haircut.
Oh.
He dyed his hair.
I love it though that the Colonel still has like a shave.
It's still the crew cut. Yeah.
And then just with a
What about the bald guy? And he's like shaved his head bald, but he's got like the ponytail at the back. What the fuck's going on with that?
Because you have to remember, I just was like, I swear
They're all
to God,
younger versions of themselves though as avatars, so it wouldn't
know.
make sense for him to be bald.
Yeah.
We're talking about the other military guy in the first Avatar that was like, oh yeah, what the fuck? And
Yeah, the dude who was against all the horses.
yeah,
In his mech.
that's right.
And a
Yeah,
Tiri killed him or something.
I think so. Yeah,
Oh no, a big rhino killed him.
yeah, stomped on him and squished him.
That's right, yeah.
The bald guy from the first movie. That's going to help, really, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think there is any other
Bald guys.
in the first movie, yeah.
Who? Giovanni man. What's his name?
Which one?
Something the elite sort of. The guy from the first one that plays golf in the control tower.
Yeah.
Giovanni. What's it?
Yeah,
what's
Giovanni something. I don't know what his name is. I just know he looks like Sam Rockwell.
He does. I sort of. He gives off the same sort of vibes, like the hey, look at me.
That was our joke last time. It was a Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
I was surprised he wasn't back in it though.
Yeah.
When with all this returning cast, and he was like quite a prominent face.
Nah, he's probably dead.
He's
I was
in the lore.
I
of
was
it, yeah.
worried that they were going to bring back Michelle Rodriguez, and I'm very happy they didn't.
They somehow got her DNA, and she comes back as a good avatar.
Yeah.
Watch that happen in the next one.
Oh God.
I fucking know it's gonna happen.
And you just know that Sigourney Weaver's new character, which is weird that she's playing Jake's son now. You think they get a new actor?
Jake's daughter, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, Jake's daughter. Now that would be weird. But it's weird that Sigourney Weaver is playing Jake's daughter. But why wouldn't you just get a new actor?
Adoptive daughter.
It just feels weird, man. I know it's exactly her, basically.
Well, you know what? I wasn't as bugged by it. And I'll tell you why. Because the whole theory behind... Well, it's not even a theory. It's just like an unconfirmed truth that... Iowa?
I think so, yeah.
Iowa? Or the god, the deity that they believe in, that connects to everyone, has impregnated the avatar of Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a biblical sort of symbolism there. So this new baby Sigourney Weaver avatar is like the chosen one for the rest of the Quinn trilogy.
Something like that. But obviously, yeah, she's going to be the one who's going to solve everything. Yeah. Jake's going to die for sure.
I thought he was going to die in this one almost.
I was expecting it. He's going to die, and I reckon Natiri will be old. It's going to go, Natiri will be old, then another son or daughter will be there. I reckon the little girl will be fighting alongside her sister.
Yeah, yep.
And then the brother will be like the leader, and then she'll be the chosen one, and they'll save the lot.
And Spider will become the villain in the end.
Oh, that's why they have Spider.
They're setting him up because they have set him up to kind of be, I now have a father. And he's an avatar, so he instantly feels connected to him.
Because they have no other villains that they can really throw to.
Yeah, so they're going to build Spider as being the big bad, I reckon. That's my theory.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Spider was shit.
He was so shit, man. I thought he was okay at the start.
Terrible actor. Terrible actor, man.
Poor kid.
All the four children of Jake and Natiri,
they were great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I loved them, man. I genuinely loved them. They were awesome.
I think they should have cut like a lot of... Yeah, maybe even cut Spider out of the story completely.
Yeah.
And cut like a lot of the bullshit, and really, if you wanted to focus on the kids, like really just hammer down.
Well, I disagree. I think they did focus on the
kids.
they
did, yes, this is true.
Jesus, bro.
No, yeah, no, you're right.
They focused on the kids. And I didn't feel like the movie dragged. I didn't have a problem with the length personally. I just felt that this isn't a rewatchable movie. Straight away, because it's like, oh shit, that's right.
It doesn't make you want to go back and go, oh yeah, I'm there. Like I'm ready to just devote 3 hours of my time to this.
Yeah.
If it was shorter, yeah, sure. I
think back and watching this at home quickly, the experience obviously will be a lot less, good.
Yes, it will. but in the context of the other films that are going to come out, hopefully it improves this one as well. Like, it makes it more of a, I don't know, hopefully there's details that get carried on to the next one that are like, oh, I saw that in the second movie or whatever.
Yeah.
That make you excited to watch this movie more.
But
still not a bad movie. Like, it's
no. I know we're
good.
hammering down on the shit. We'll get to some good stuff soon.
Yeah.
But like, I just think Spider, all his lines were just so
cringe,
flat,
man. He was
bro.
just fucking cringy.
He's not a good actor at all.
The one fuck in the movie, they used the one fuck. He's like, fuck
on him. I was like, oh god.
God damn.
And I don't get though why the sons and all that. They just kept saying, "Hey, bro, yo, bro,
Yo, bro,
hey, bro." Yo, cuz. James
the go?
Cameron knows how the youth talk. Hey, yo, cuz, bro.
They're gonna be saying YOLO in the next movie.
They're gonna be fucking dabbing and whipping and nay.
Spider jumps onto one of those fucking banshees and he's like, YOLO!
And then he starts twerking.
And fucking just starts Gangnam styling it on
throwing
everyone.
it back. Starts doing the renegade.
Oh, dude.
Does TikTok dances.
It's gonna be crazy.
I don't get as well how they charge their laptops. Because in their original Hallelujah cave, there's a laptop behind Jake.
There is a laptop.
Where are they
where are they getting this power from?
Yeah, where are they charging the laptops?
Okay, alright. I think that they're using the material that they'd already mined. And because it's incredibly efficient, able to create enough energy for space travel, high speed, light speed travel. High speed, light speed.
But were the humans in that little cave, top cave? Like all Norm and shit?
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
They were up there. I think that's what would be powering that. Or maybe they're using solar or something.
But to bring it in that cave and then it goes out of charge, you'd have to go all the way back to their little facility, charge it, like plug it back in.
Okay, guys, let's go get the batteries.
Charge it and then bring it back out to their little spot.
It's a weird spot. It is under the cover of darkness, but you do sacrifice your energy. Maybe it's nuclear powered.
Yeah.
Could be little fusion thingies or something. It's the future. It's the future, bro.
Before we wrap this up, let's talk about some good stuff.
You ready to wrap?
The whale.
Whale yeah.
Shit. The whale hunting scenes were awesome. I liked that a lot.
I didn't like them. I didn't really like them that much.
I thought the whole process was sick.
I thought it's so jarring whenever like they put like us being Aussies, this weird saying this, but putting an Aussie actor in with like the American speaking like language, it's very jarring to hear.
See, it was for the first two lines, but I just got used to it.
Got used to it, yeah.
I thought it was sick how they have their like crab machines and
the crab machines were cool. They were pretty
cool,
sick.
Different technology.
What about when the crab machines like they put their hand and fist together? It's like, yeah, I'm ready to smash some shit.
Yeah, sick.
Funny.
And their little subs going and they shoot through the armor, and I thought that was such a creative way to kill a big beast.
It was very creative, but that was part of my problem of spending too much time on something that's weird and not enough onto the main story.
Yes, I can agree, and I can't.
You can't deny that.
I can't deny that.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Also,
it felt like an extended cut sort of thing.
Yes.
Let's have 20 minutes of whale hunting, bitch. Because shit. Because James Cameron's like, I made the last one 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's a sequel. It's got to be longer.
We're whale hunters.
Like, what's Avatar 5 going to be, honestly?
Dude, it's going to be like 5 days.
5 days. And it's going to be 2 days of whale hunting, bitch.
Oh, man. So much whale hunting.
Another day of bros and cousins.
So I was wondering about where the little connecty boy neuron thing to the whale's brain was going to be. I was like, where's the tendrils? You got to swim inside the whale. Yeah.
You never really
That's
saw...
very sexual, I say.
What was weird is they never put it in those diving monsters of the water tribe. Diving creatures. Like they did at the start, but then when they just jump on them...
Oh, they jump on them and they just whack it in.
But you never saw them whack it in. I didn't see them whack it in.
Yeah, they whack it in.
I didn't see them whack it in. They whack it in a water monster?
They whack it in their little neuron things. Yeah, no, it's quick. Like that's what they do. They just go and they just scutter along in the water, doing their little jet ski dance. That was pretty hectic. The design of all the creatures was fucking cool, man.
Yeah. What'd you think of the new Water Tribe looking dudes?
I liked them. I thought
liked them a lot.
It was really interesting to see kind of almost like a different species of avatar. Like these avatar or these Na'vi are compared to like a Neanderthal or like another species of human. Like that's how I see it, because they have like fins and like the tails aren't furry,
and their eyes were different color.
Yeah, and they have like the second set of eyelids that blink in.
Yeah.
So they're an aquatic amphibious species, basically.
Yeah, they're completely different.
So it's like the same, but different.
And their bases were way cooler with those like little hammocks.
Yeah,
they were. Awesome.
Man, beautifully designed.
Nice
like beach houses. I think a lot of people on the Central Coast and Byron Bay, they're all going to bloody take notice of that. James Cameron is going to change architecture for Australian beaches.
Oh yes, right. I'll tell you what. You get some of that aging serum from the whales, 80 million. Maybe you can buy yourself a house in Sydney with that.
That was crazy too. The whole
they figured that out. Though.
Aging serum was very weird and off. Like that was very random to just put that there right at the end of the movie too.
Also, who figured out that was like, oh, there's a big ass whale. I'm gonna drill into their frontal
and fucking
lobes.
Inject my cheeks with this shit,
yeah.
and I'm gonna survive another like 80 years.
Like when are they?
Well, where did that come from?
When were they doing that in the last movie?
They weren't. They just weren't. They weren't.
It's also weird that the Colonel never mentioned his son in the last movie, because just
this
to
is
throw
true.
that in,
yes,
you'd think that he would have said, you know, Bob, they nearly killed me and I have a son here in cryo and this is my place.
Well, they can't put babies in cryo, remember what they said?
So how did the baby get born?
He just fucked someone.
Michelle Rodriguez.
No, yeah, who did he spoon? Who did he spoon?
They'll probably come up with it. It'll probably be Sigourney Weaver somehow. Shit. Yeah,
probably. Yeah, it's probably this is fucked up
some
family,
weird
man. Everyone's
shit.
Related to everybody, and it's just incestuous as hell.
Which wouldn't make any sense, but then it's like, oh, they hate each other because they got a bad relationship. They just hate fucking,
you know? That makes sense.
I guess.
Maybe they're in a past relationship.
Oh, God.
Bit of chemistry.
Oh, God. If that's actually what ends up happening, I'll be so annoyed.
I'll just laugh and just drink beers at that point.
But it was a good movie. I know we spent half an hour
basically berating it, but there's a lot of points. You know,
it's an experience.
It is an experience. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience to have it in cinemas.
Yes.
Really paving the way for the next era of special effects.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, you feel like you can reach out and touch. It's just...
You're in it. You're in the world. I didn't feel like it dragged. I liked the look of the movie. I love the end action scene, especially out of all the fights. The end scene.
Yeah.
I don't think that needed to be any shorter. I think that was at the perfect length. I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I'm an action slut.
Oh, you're such a slut for action. And we had some nice emotional depth, especially when Jake and Natiri's son died. Bro. That was very sad. I felt the pain. That was like I was feeling the heart-wrenching emotion from the first one. That was good.
Yeah, no, the way that they
really added an entire point to
really
this movie.
Good. It didn't feel unnatural.
Yes,
it felt very genuine.
Yeah, and that's probably something that's a big perk for. I've forgotten the names of all the actors just then. Basically. Jake and Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana. Both of them are very good.
Yes.
Very, very good.
Which is why I wish I had more of them.
Yes.
Righto, shall we trivians?
Oh, we bloody should, mate. Bloody should.
Let's bloody throw over to some trivia time.
That's my throwing sound effect. Do you like it?
And here's me. Thank you. That's good filler.
Oh, yeah.
According to James Cameron, the Avatar sequels were such a massive undertaking that he divided the 4 scripts between the writing team. He was going to give... I'll just summarize this because it's fucking huge. It's trivia. And they wrote all 4 of the new ones together.
Right.
But he never storyboarded it, and he didn't give each script to the person until it was done. And he's like, all right, here we go. Now you write this one. We've storyboarded them all so that you have all the attention.
Whoa.
Probably took me longer now to explain it.
No, but that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, so they storyboarded the whole 4 sequels.
Yep.
And then he gave it off to the writers so that they'd have full interest in all 4 films and wouldn't be like, man, I don't give a shit about the 3rd film. I'm writing the 2nd.
Yeah,
man.
that's right. Yeah, he's not just like giving 1 and 2.
Yeah. So they all storyboarded it together and then they've fleshed it out individually.
Yeah. Yeah, because that keeps you invested because everyone's in the room like going, hey, throw me some pizza. All right. You know what I'm going to put on that pizza? A little bit of pepperoni on there.
All right, James, what do you want for number 3? Let's have maybe an hour of whale shit this time. An hour whale hunt.
Because that was what brought the viewers in. They love that. They love that stuff. Next one, The Way of Air. We're going to have a little bald boy and we're going to paint an arrow on him. He's going to be the main protagonist of the next Avatar.
All right.
Okay.
Next trivia
That was
point.
silly. That was really silly.
The sequel was announced in December 2009. It was meant to come out in 2015. Then it got delayed to 2016. Then it got delayed to 2017. Then it got delayed to 2018. Then, of course, it got delayed to December 18th, 2020. Then the pandemic happened, so they delayed it to 2022.
Whoa.
Yay.
That's crazy, man.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
But they wouldn't have had the same kids cast then.
Oh, it's very observant.
Yeah. Well, we could have gotten another spider. A world where there could have been a different spider.
Oh, yeah. Maybe someone who's a cool, hotshot young actor.
I've heard this kid, Macaulay Culkin, he's really good.
Ah, man, we could have Macaulay Culkin back in 2015.
He comes out and he's like,
heroin. Heroin. Kate Winslet broke Tom Cruise's underwater filming record from Mission Impossible of 6 minutes with a record of 7 minutes and 14 seconds.
And then she came up and said, am I dead?
Yes, I know. We saw it on Graham Norton.
Yeah.
I don't even know who she was until I quickly looked.
She was the pregnant sea lady.
Yeah. I get that.
Pregnant sea woman.
That's
crazy, man.
It is crazy. It is crazy. It is bloody crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Here's some Letterboxd reviews by the film Drunk. He says, leaving Pandora and coming back to our shit reality after the movie ends the top 10 saddest moments.
You know what?
4 stars.
I've seen a bit of a trend on that online as well. A lot of people are commenting saying, man, I am sad coming out of this. I just want to go back into the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another Kames Jamron good thing he does.
It is, yeah.
Sucks you in.
He does suck you in. He sucks you
Sucks
dry.
you dry.
Rafe says, James Cameron delivers on his title promise. This movie is even wetter than the Titanic. 4 stars. Very nice, Ress.
Yeah, and Kate Winslet's in it as well. So that's pretty good.
Pretty wet.
Yep.
Dario says, 3-hour movie about water. Rip movie goers with a weak bladder.
Oi, you know what? I think that's why I was needing to piss by the end.
I saw a lot.
I didn't drink that much water.
I saw a few people walk out as well.
Yeah, I thought they were leaving the cinema permanently.
What, did you need a piss during the movie? Because I didn't.
I needed to piss about the time when Jake Sully was like, yo, just go on without me, bro. Just go on without me. And like when, he was like out of breath and almost drowned pretty much.
Bloody brilliant. Well, shall I give my score?
Yeah, give your score, mate.
Right.
Give your score for the last movie of the year.
2022.
First year of buttsing and nutsing.
Yes, and we love the name and we're not going to change it.
That's right.
I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Exact same as the first movie.
Oh! That's crazy, man. Did you like that?
No.
No. Okay, I'm going to give this movie a little bit less. A 6 out of 10.
Nice.
Catch you for the big one next week, everyone. Oh, it's not pausing.
This is the end of the episode.
Thank you for listening to the Butts to Nuts podcast.
If you enjoyed the podcast and want to support us, you can do any number of these 3 things.
Number 1.
Tell a friend, a family member, or even a random person off the street to listen to our podcast.
Number 2.
Leave a review. The higher the better.
Number 3.
Follow and support us on our social media platforms, being Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all with the usernames Butts to Nuts.
Again, thank you for listening. See you next week.